When tanks grow dark, when the world feels heavy on our shoulders, one instinct rises above the rest, the need to assign blame. We blame our partners, our leaders, our neighbors, even the gods. But beneath this universal reflex lies a profound story. When into our psychology, our philosophies, and the history of civilization itself, tonight we journey into the depth of the human mind to uncover why in our hardest moments we point fingers instead of looking inward. A child caught in trouble denies responsibility. An employee late to work blames the traffic. These are not lies in the strictest sense, but shields. Shields forged by evolution, protecting our fragile self-image. When we succeed, we credit our effort. When we fail, we credit our circumstances. It is not deceitful. For to admit fault is to bond. The ego, and the ego, like the body, resists injury. Deep in the brain, the amygdala, our threat detector, flares when our identity is challenged. Blame then becomes a defense mechanism, a way of saying, the danger is not me, it is out there. Yet long before psychology, philosophy wrestled with blame. The Stoic emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside event. Realize this and you will find a strength." The Bhagavad Gita counsels detachment from outcome, urging one to act with responsibility, not excuses. The Buddha taught that clinging to resentment binds us to suffering, while letting go opens the path to freedom. These traditions converge on one truth: to blame others is to surrender our own agency. History shows us that blame is not personal, it is collective. In 1692, Salem tore itself apart, accusing women of witchcraft, not from proof, but from fear. During the Great Depression, entire population looked for scapegoats, immigrants, bankers, even fate itself. And in times of war, government have weaponized blame, pointing to the enemy within to encourage a frightened people. Blame comforts, it gives chaos a target, but it also divides, persecute, and destroy. In the 20th century, blame took on catastrophic proportions. After Pearl Harbor, America blamed Japan and rightly so for the attack. Yet the horror of Hiroshima and Nagasaki that followed sparked a global debate that still lingers. On whom does the moral blame rest? On Japan for starting a brutal war of aggression, or the United States for choosing nuclear fire over surrender negotiations? Blame in war is rarely clean. It spreads like ash, touching every side. Blame promises relief, but it delivers fracture. In relationships, it creates distance where there was once closeness. In politics, it fuels division, eroding trust in institutions. In the soul, it prevents self-examination, leaving growth stunted. Blame feels like power, yet it makes us powerless. For if the cause always lies outside, then so too does the cure. But humanity is not condemned to endless finger pointing. We can choose responsibility over resentment, to pause in the heat of conflict, to ask what part of this is mine, to distinguish between fault and response, recognizing that while we may not be at fault for the storm, we remain responsible for steering the ship. This shift, though simple, is revolutionary. It transforms blame into power and resentment into growth. Blame is ancient. It shields us from truth. To rise above it is no easy task. It demands courage, the courage to hold the mirror, the courage to admit imperfection, the courage to own our role in the unfolding of life. In every age, from every culture, the wisest among us have whispered the same lesson. Do not waste your energy on blame. Direct it instead towards responsibility. For in responsibility lies freedom, and in freedom lies the possibility of becoming fully human.